I'm Amy.
I'm Delia.
And I'm Wendell. And welcome to
Yes, But
Why
Podcast. Yeah.
Did you get new glasses?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, they look great.
Thank you.
You're
They
welcome.
do look great.
I like those
Thank
a
you.
lot.
I hope I have them for the rest of my life.
I like everybody's glasses here.
Thank you.
Thanks, you got good glasses too, Vanessa.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I liked your
wide
post about
variety,
how you were the Barb.
I'm Barb. I realized last night, I was like, oh no. Maybe we're all Barb.
A lot of people were very pro Barb, let's
Yeah.
just say, in a way that was like, I'm just like her,
I don't want to. Well, I'm
Nobody
not
wants to
spoil
be the
anything.
friend.
Oh, thank God. I like barely get that reference. I know who she is. I've seen 2 episodes.
Okay.
But yeah.
I'm okay. That's good.
She's
I almost just ruined
She's
the life.
super popular and cool. That's why I'm excited to look like her.
Definitely what she meant. That was the indication for sure.
No, yeah, I mean, I don't think it's giving too much away.
Ooh,
Like,
yeah.
behaviorally, were you the Barb, like, growing up? Were you, like, the one
Oh,
that was
yeah,
like,
absolutely.
hey, can we just go home?
Yes.
Can we just go home? No? Okay, I'll go sit on the diving board.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was totally me. I was always like, yeah, my hot friends are gonna go and like have sex in like, I don't know, middle school, I guess.
Yeah,
and I'm
yeah,
like,
whatever they're...
yeah, I'm like, I don't know, that's appropriate. It happens. It happened, and I'm just like, well, I'll wait down here.
Yeah, I guess to a certain extent, I've always had hot friends too.
Yeah.
And it's always like blown my mind sometimes when like I'll hang out, I'll meet girls, whatever. When I went to college, like I just happened upon the group, whatever, we're hanging out,
Yeah.
and then one day all of a sudden you like have that like, what the hell are these hot girls doing with me? Like, and then
Yeah.
you're like, what? Weird.
You're
How does
awesome.
everyone I know so fucking attractive all the time? They weren't
Yeah.
even all theater people. Like now, it makes total sense to me why everyone's hot.
Right.
It makes total sense to me why every
Yeah.
single one of us looks a little bit better than your regular person, right?
Yeah.
Like, doesn't matter what anyone in this room thinks about themselves. I'm sorry, regular people in the world, but we are more attractive
Yeah,
than them.
yeah,
We
I
just
agree.
are.
I agree.
I'm not-
Absolutely.
I'm not big-headed by any means. I think you both know this. I feel pretty fine about myself. I'm okay. And I was looking at like pictures of people from like high school on social media. And I thought, oh, they look terrible.
Yeah.
And then I thought like, oh no, it's just there are so many attractive people that I'm around all of the time that they just look like
They're
they look
normal.
abysmal by comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, and then I was going to mention about like the junior high, the hot thing was I was just telling Malia this. I was in 5th grade. Somehow some confusion arose, and I got put in an ESL class. English is not my second language; it is my first language.
Yeah.
Indeed.
And so, anyway, so I was in there with a lot of ESL kids, and there was this one girl, and her name was Nancy, and I don't remember her last name. This is 5th grade. I'm like 10 or 11. She had got held back from 5th grade twice. She was like 13, and she had just told us that she had just lost her virginity that summer when she was like 12. And we were like, what the fuck? I was freaking out internally because I knew that was like a grown-up
You're
thing
like,
to
this
do.
is bad.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I was a giant like, well, this book says like, and just very by the book, and it really,
The book.
it really
Yeah,
freaked
that
me
book,
out.
Yeah.
Well, then because
Was it true?
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah.
I would believe
That's a
it.
good question. Never occurred to me to doubt him.
I would believe it just because of like the things that she would talk about. And her boyfriend was like 18. She did not look 13. Also, she looked a lot older. She looked like she was
Yeah.
like 16 or 17.
Yeah.
And she was not. But yeah, she also told me a lot of things that I think actually shaped. Like she had said something like, "Oh yeah, like really," because I would correct people in that class a lot, and it wasn't because like their accents or anything. They would just like leave out.
So funny. And people like that grow up real stingy.
I was stingy because they couldn't bother to use that word. They were like, I don't need that word.
That's so funny. And I like reacted because that same thing happened to me, but when I was in kindergarten, I was put in an ESL class, and I was like, huh? because there's another Vanessa Gonzalez, and like our whole school career, we got confused. They mixed us up, and they kept putting us in the wrong classes because we had the exact same name. But she was from Mexico, and I was just born a mile away from there in the United States.
Did you guys ever like meet and like
yeah.
bond?
Oh
over
yeah,
this?
we
Like,
knew
what
each
was it
other.
like?
Yeah. We knew each other, and it was weird because we were kind of just annoyed at each other because it's like, oh, you keep messing up my life.
I was
know?
hoping you guys would, later in like high school or whatever, like sort of do like a twin swap.
A sister,
hey,
if you will.
listen, I'm allowed to get into this, but I don't give a shit. You want to go to this concert? It's got my name on it, and then it's like, fuck yeah. Whereas now it's got your like.
We were just like
God.
annoyed at
So
each other.
horrifying.
Like I knew her, but we were never like good friends. I was just like, I hate that you have my name and that we have to redo our schedules every year.
Just give me this other Vanessa.
Yeah.
Fine, original
I get it.
Vanessa.
Yeah.
Vanessa won.
So as per usual, I pressed record a bit ago. 10 minutes ago. So that's all in there, but we can go ahead and get started in the more official thing.
Yeah,
I was like, those stories feel, we can talk about things like that, but we don't need to. Poor Vanessa Gonzalez, and poor
I'm
Nancy,
sure
who's probably one of the
Who's
people,
raising a 25-year-old kid right now, probably.
That's so funny. I made a joke earlier today about how in 10 years my grandkids are, like, I'm going to be really spiteful to my grandkids. And then somebody's like, wait, you're going to have grandkids in 10 years? I was
You're going to expedite the process right now?
I was like, I don't even think, no matter how young the children would be, that's impossible. You'd wait at least
12 years, Nancy's age.
12 to 15, I guess. Did Nancy have a baby from Nancy's sexual experience?
I mean, not when I knew her, not the 8 months that I knew her.
You only knew her for 8 months?
Well, I moved a lot.
Oh, right.
So by the time, I moved like in 5th grade by like March or something like that.
Oh, right on.
I was there for most of it.
I asked like
Knocked it out.
I asked like if you knew it was true just because I knew like it did, like some girls were having sex, but then others were just like yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Not me. I was just like, nah, I don't do that. But there was this one girl in middle school, and she was like, I have a tattoo on my butt, and we're like, no, you don't. And then she's like, yeah, I have a tattoo. It's a butterfly. It's on my butt. And we're like,
butterfly.
yeah. And we're like, well, show it to us. And she's like, nah, it's like too close to the crack. And we're like, we don't care. Like, show it. And she's like, nah, but it's like real close. And we're like, is it on the hole? Like, what is this? It was this whole discussion. We're like in 6th grade and like in the gym locker. And we're like, just show us your butt.
Just spread it. Yeah, just do it.
Like, show us your butt. And she's like, no. But she wouldn't like admit that she didn't. We're like, you don't have a tattoo, you're 12 like, or 13 or whatever.
That actually reminds me of I don't know how many of you even know this because I don't really show people my boobs quite as much as I used to, but I have a tattoo on my chest between my 2 breasts, which
Did
means
not know that.
I think I knew.
Yeah, I mean you've definitely known me long enough to have seen me in times when I was single and trying to mingle. But anyway, the thing that you don't think about, because just now when you were like, she had a tattoo on her butt, where is it on the hole? And I was like imagining the moment when like a person who would get a tattoo there, how they have to stand, that there need to be multiple people helping in the assistance of this.
I'm sure.
No,
there's
it's happened.
been-
It's happened.
I'm like,
I've
it's
seen
happened.
like funny, gross websites, like
Right.
NSFW websites, where it's like, look at these terrible tattoos, and then it always builds to on a place you just wouldn't think anybody would ever let a needle.
And
like
they
a bunch
do,
of fat
right?
needles. Yeah, and they do for no reason, for not even a good payoff. It's never
Right.
like, that was the one. That justifies the butt tattoo.
No, but the reason why I was
mad.
thinking Dahlia's like disgusted.
I get one like on you, like your cheek. Like, sure, that's a great idea. But like in your, that's
Not
just that would
in.
hurt.
Is there a place that you would? Okay, is there a place that Is that the worst place you think there is to get a tattoo, or is there one other place that you would not get?
The irony is that now I do have a tattoo on my butt.
but not on your butthole, right?
No,
not on the hole.
Is butthole the worst place to put a tattoo?
Probably butthole. It's.
I would think the butt itself would be a great place to get a
down.
tattoo.
No, Delia takes notes because then we write a blurb that says, like, we talked about blank, blank, and blank.
All right, I did
so
not
that's
fart.
what she did. No, you're fine.
The chair.
I imagine the butt would actually be a good place to get a tattoo, just in the sense of like just being, having a little more,
Yeah, you don't want to have it in a place where there's a lot of nerves.
Yeah, or where it's touching a bone.
A lot.
Really?
Yeah, and I think it was because it was like a lot of like fat there. And I was like, I didn't think this was going to be this bad, but I felt like pain shooting down my legs as it was happening. And I was like,
oh no, that means that the location that it is a location of like a nerve spot on your body.
Like sensitive, yeah.
Yeah, because you can get sometimes masseuses.
Masseurs. Yeah.
When they massage, sometimes if you have like a problem up in your neck or like in certain spots, they'll massage your butt because the nerve goes all the way up your back, and it can cure what ails you up in the neck from the butt. And it's like a legit...
Not the hole, though.
Not the hole.
Those nerve endings go everywhere.
We have to always clarify.
Just right, not the hole. That's what it's hashtag not the hole.
This episode.
You have other tattoos too, correct?
Yes.
Wait, what's your butt tattoo? I'm sorry.
It's a Daisy Duck.
It's a what?
Awesome.
It's a
Daisy Duck,
Duck.
Donald's girlfriend.
Oh.
Yeah, Donald's girlfriend, and she's real mad.
That's so good.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like the idea that there's a tattoo with a mad face when someone gets to your butt.
Yeah.
So like when they like are down there looking at your butt, they're all like, should I feel bad? Should I get out of here?
It doesn't matter how much fun we're having. Check yourself. Just be aware of what's happening. Just ground yourself.
It's just her head, and she's mad, and she's got a bow, and it's really cute. It's really well done, and I got it a long time ago for funds, and it's funny like having to explain that when I had like a promiscuous year. It was. But I thought, just for my own amusement, when a guy would be like, "You have a tattoo on your butt?" And I'd be like, "No." just to mess with them and see their face. I'm like, yeah, I do.
You know what? Before we get to Vanessa's other tattoos, which I'm very interested in, I wanted to tell the story of mine, which was the reason why I brought it up was because the idea of holding your butt open to be tattooed is an awkward experience. Also, is getting a tattoo between your breasts because
you have to pull them up.
have to hold you have to be topless, and then you have to hold them to the sides. And I was, how old was I? Like 20 or something.
Like
and
right on
I
your
was
diaphragm?
nervous.
Is that what we're talking?
Like right there.
Where your ribs?
Right there.
Yeah.
That's it. A lot of nerves, they tried to talk me out of it.
Yeah.
In the place, they were like, hey, don't do that. That's not a good spot. And I was like, why? And they're like, number one, it's very little skin and fat and then bone. Yeah. And it's a sensitive spot because it doesn't get any sun, so it doesn't have any, like, thickness that stops it from anywhere else. And I was like, fuck you, this is where I'm getting it. And I couldn't be more happy, actually, that this is where I have my tattoo, because nobody knows it's there, and because never, if someone wants me to be topless, say, in a movie, it's only going to help. It's not, no one's going to be like, I'm mad about the tattoo between her breasts in her being topless in this scene. Like, if I'm topless, shit's going on. So they're down with having tattoos at that point.
That was a sell for me on the butt tattoo also, because it's like, no, it's just for me. It's a silly thing. No one's gonna see it. And like, I had always wanted a Daisy Duck because growing up, my family called me Duck Face. Just because my lips, I guess, on my mouth. So I was like, oh, it's like a little thing. And I thought about it. I'm like, I don't want a Daisy Duck on my arm or anything. So it's there, and she keeps getting madder every year. Every year she gets more mad.
That's so good.
That's so funny.
Like the butt of the joke kind of thing. But then you're just like, this is like, instead of feeling weird about it, like owning it. That's great.
Yeah, I am. I mean, it's there. There's
What order?
coming
So
out.
funny.
It wasn't your first tattoo.
No.
Okay. How many of those tattoos, like, how many of the tattoos that you have are, like,